Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. I came across this story and the level of nonsense and the level of just stupid, just stupid that we see nowadays is just crazy and unbelievable. And I had to share it with you guys because the amount of nonsense that we see, it is mind-blowing. Like to the point that I'm like, what are those people thinking? We have a person here, a city councilor wants to disarm officers claiming that duty weapons escalate violence. So this person, this come from Blue Life Matters, I'll link it down below, is claiming that police officers having a gun to defend themselves and to protect the people is actually escalating force. Can you believe this, people? Really? Can you believe this, people? It says Burlington, a local lawmaker has proposed the idea of disarming Burlington police force, claiming that when an officer carry a duty weapon, they escalate to a level of violence in the city. So let me tell you something. People talk about this all the time. Well, a gun can kill a person. A bullet can do this to a person, and we, just recently, just watching the Democratic presidential debate, one of the guys was talking about when a bullet, a high velocity impact bullet, something like that, he said, impacts a body, could do all this and that, right? And the reality is that obviously, in that case, he's talking about victims, and it's horrific that happened. It's really horrific that happened. Well, but when I have a firearm to protect my family, and when police officers respond to a situation such as an active shooter situation, we want a weapon and we want a bullet, what they call a bullet or a round, that is going to take care of business and is going to stop somebody from hurting me, hurting my family, or hurting innocent people. It's not because I want to be cool, or like me personally, I don't carry a gun because I want to be cool, or this is a cool thing, or this or that. I carry a gun because I want to protect my family, because I understand that there is evil people out there that wants to do crazy things to me, my family, and innocent people. And a gun is going to give me an advantage, or it's going to put me at the same level, right? If a criminal comes with a gun and I have a gun, I have a chance. If a criminal attacks me and I have a gun, I have a chance. No gun is going to decrease my level of survival, because me personally, some of you guys may be like black, ninja degree, black belt degrees or something. I'm not. I'm really not. So I need something that is going to give me an advantage over somebody that is trying to hurt me and hurt my family. I mean, these people, their nonsense is unbelievable. To suggest that police officers need to respond to a domestic, to a traffic stop, to an active shooter situation, or something like that with no guns, what are you thinking? These people are lawmakers. I mean, we paid these people money to come out with this nonsense idea to suggest that a cop needs to respond to a horrific event with no firearms. It's just sending them to a place where they could potentially die. The level is going to increase to a point that they could get shot, something could happen to them, and they won't have a way to defend themselves. I mean, nonsense. This is what they claim. It actually escalates the violence in our community. So apparently a gun escalate violence. I mean, again, blaming a tool. A tool is escalating the violence. A tool does not escalate the violence. The person does, right? The person is the one that being violent. His heart is wicked. Has nothing to do with the tool, right? A car doesn't kill people when you're drinking and driving. You do it because you made the decision to drink, and then you made the decision to drive and result in something bad. A gun doesn't kill a person. A person does. It just use a gun. People been killing themselves and killing people for hundreds of years before even a gun came around, by using rocks, sticks, axe, swords, and a bunch of other stuff. Apparently, during a recent council meeting, Freeman floated the idea of disarming officers so that they more closely resemble the unarmed police force she witnessed during her time in Iceland. Freeman acknowledged that police need firearms at times, but argue that such instances are very rare. Nonsense. I mean, you know, you may need a jack every now and then if you have a flat tire. You still have it in the truck, right? You don't just, when you have a flat tire, you just don't want to come home and, you know, call your buddy to pick you up, to bring you home, to get the jack so you could come back. No. You have it in your trunk. It's the same thing with police officers. I mean, if I'm a cop, I'm not a cop, anything like that. You know, I was a military police. But if I'm a cop, I'd be like, saying, you literally wants to put me in a situation where I could be killed. I mean, this is dangerous stuff right here. All right, guys, that's it. I mean, I was just reading this. I had to share it with you guys. Let me know what you think. Put comments down below. And as always, God is in control.